Oh no, it's noisy blackbird season.
Help! Go on now. Young and out of here.
Some of them went to the other tree. Well, our snow is pretty well gone. I'm not even wearing a coat. I'm quite certain it's over 50 degrees out here. Even the yard is starting to dry up a little bit, which means it's time to get to work. I'm betting we have at least 3 weeks before we end up in the fields. Probably closer to 4 or 5. I should check the oil. Now that's strange. I don't even know how to describe it, but when I started it up, the light underneath here, there's got to be a light in here for at night. Something electrical was burning. It melted this plastic. Is that normal? Not doing it now. Let's hope nothing catches on fire when I start this one. That's the strangest thing I've ever seen. We're definitely going to have to keep an eye on that. No console fires? Good. I now have a snowblower that's about 1.5 years old and has been used twice, I think. So there's no question that the most effective way to make it stop snowing is to buy a new snowblower. So we sign up for what we call field team with our local dealer, where we bring in, we signed 3 units up this year. So we've got 3 John Deere pieces that we're going to be taking into the local dealer to get serviced and inspected. Got to switch hands here. So we've got 3 pieces that we're going to be bringing into our local dealer this year to get serviced and inspected. The 8230 was the first one. That's what I'm going to go pick up now. The 9560 is the next one. And I'll just be swapping tractors with them. I guess I got to turn the heater off. But first, I need to take the garbage out. It's way too nice of a day to not do that right now. That's done. Hey, I'll be back in an hour, okay? Do you understand my English? Definitely no. It did it again. I'm not kidding you, I could smell electrical, and it was smoking a bit. I guess I'll let them know about that. Normally we do a lot of the service and inspection stuff ourselves. Not always, but a lot of the time. But when you sign up multiple pieces, the way that it lowers the cost and it comes with some extra local warranty stuff, it almost makes it a no-brainer for our operation. So this is what we're doing just with the 8320, the 9560, and the sprayer. Jim, I'm going to be ready to do some planter work tomorrow if you're around. Okay. We'll talk to you mid-morning tomorrow then. All right. Boy, they've been busy here lately. Ooh, that's shiny. Ah, my tractor. So we had an updated processor put in this thing and a second screen down here, just a mirroring screen, I guess you could call it, just a second monitor for pulling the planter. With that high-speed planter kit that we're putting on, we needed that updated processor, so we've got that done, and I just thought it would be really nice to have that second monitor to run the planter, because there's a lot going on there. I also got to see our new purchase while I was in there. It's still in the shop. I've been really wanting to show you guys what we actually traded the 8360 for, but it's just not ready yet. It will be soon. You'll see. Got to get the shed doors open in the cold shed here. Oh, Just had to push up a little bit aggressively and get after it and hope I didn't break more stuff. Here's what I'm after. The planter rebuild is finally happening. Now I think I can squeeze it out of here without starting the 780. You know what? Just in case I can't get this out with the combine sitting there, I'm gonna move the combine. Batteries weren't even dead. I might want to pump that dry before I go in there to get some fuel for this thing. There we go. Sump system moving. We've got to have this dike system around here just in case one of these tanks would get a hole in it, or you'd have a hose malfunction of some sort or whatever to trap the diesel or the fuel, whatever ends up leaking in here, in there so that it can't get to everywhere else. So there's a big rubber liner underneath here that would contain that if things would spill. Unfortunately, it also contains rainwater and snow, so we've got to manually pump it out like this. Hey, Anna. I love planting. Just make sure we're clear of things here. Looks like this one settled down a little bit. That's fine. Everything is clear back here. And it looks like we're good to go. Maybe we'll get these out of here so I don't run them over and wreck them. I think it's going to be handier to drive it in this way so that we can work into the back. But I'm going to have to move the kids' basketball hoop. They aren't going to like it with the tractor in their way. Yes? How are you? Good. Good? How was school? Good. Pretty nice day, huh? Mm-hmm. What'd you do at school? Anything fun?
I brought over a leprechaun that I made.
You brought home a leprechaun that you made? I see you still got that pretty pink flowery neck tattoo.
Oh, and when we came inside, when it was the day, the part that we just got at school, we had to stop because they were like, what's that thing on my neck? And then they were like, and then I said yes.
And then you said yes? You had to tell them you put a tattoo on your neck?
Yeah.
Isla put a beautiful tattoo, temporary tattoo, on her neck. It's a wonderful spot.
Is that a new camera?
No, it's not very new. It's one of those ones that doesn't focus real good. Ah! You missed me. You'll never catch me. Oh gosh, you got me. Isla, now the key to hooking up the planter is this massive rat's nest of a few hoses, not too bad, and multiple electrical connections, air lines, cameras. Oh boy. I love planting, I love planters, but I don't enjoy hooking planters up. It takes a little while. Kind of confuses me. It's not like just hooking up a piece of tillage, you know? I mean, no offense, Sam. No offense. I have. Who do you think it is?
Oh, he has something in the back.
He has corn seed for me. Our first box of corn seed. Well, our first one of the year. Not our first one ever, but of 2021. There we go. Our first corn of the year. And I do happen to know that our FBN seed and chemicals should be coming next week sometime. They let me know that, so I've been in touch with FBN Todd a little bit about when that should show up. Now I'm gonna go shoot some diesel in the combine and stick that back in the cold shed over here because there is a 100% chance of rain tomorrow. I may as well put that in the shed too. And our pump is still working overtime, so that's good. At least I think I can get to the barrel now. Oh, I need some, I'm gonna need electricity. Normally I don't fill the combine up with diesel in March, but when it came out here it was flashing low at me and it's only got one little bar on there flashing. It makes me real nervous because I don't like running things out of diesel. It ends up not that fun to deal with. How are you?
Good.
How was your day at school?
Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
Not great?
Well, it's not great because it's school.
Oh, well, that's a fair point. I don't disagree. Oh, all right. What? Yeah.
Shut this.
Yep, you can close that. Gotta slam it.
I know.
There you go.
My shirt and my ankle, you got long sleeves on, so you can take your coat off. And she had her hat and gloves on too. So I just took it and put it in her backpack.
This one here is definitely our chatterbox.
No, I'm not.
You're not?
No.
I bet you'll tell us all about it. They play it always? Yes, girls? Oh, look at that.
Why is that there?
I don't know. Are you okay? Hey,
Dad.
why is it taking a nap over here? What are we playing here?
Pig.
Pig?
This is a practice round. Okay. So
Oh man, what was that?
So
It's a good thing
now-
we play hockey instead
No,
of
take the
basketball.
ball.
Okay.
Daddy, you missed. Now it's back to me.
There you go.
I'm gonna go from the back to the front.
Well, that's going to be it for today because I got to get one of the girls to cheerleading practice. So I'll just catch up with you guys tomorrow.
Well, good morning, everybody.
I got the heat turned up today because it's not nearly as nice out. It's just sprinkling a little bit, but we've got about a 97.6% chance of 13/16 of an inch of rain. We're gonna get a slow start going on the planter today. We're gonna hook up the hoses and the electrical, try to get everything kind of connected, and then I'm gonna move it out into the yard, open it up, hopefully spread it out, cycle the oil a little bit because things settle in the winter and don't always work the same. After we do that, we'll bring it back in here and maybe start taking some wrenches to it. If you haven't been following along, what we got over here is 21 pallets worth of parts, row units, closing wheels, everything, the whole kit and caboodle, as they say. We are switching over to electric drive. We're putting the high-speed row units on. We are putting on the hydraulic downforce, pneumatic closing wheels, I believe. We are basically rebuilding this entire planter so that we can start hauling the mail across the fields. 10 miles per hour. It's going to be just like the one I ran last year, but this is our old planter that's I think it's 2013. We've had it for a few years. So we've had it since new. We know the planter, we know the frame, we know what it's been through. It's not that many acres on it. We're going to switch it all over. We're going to have a high-speed 60-foot wide planter, and that will cover some acres. Okay, this one here, that's the easy one. Frame pressure, frame return, vac, VRD, vac, marker. We're going to need most of these. Gets a little confusing because there's a lot of pressures and returns and different connections. But this one you can't screw up. Whoops, I screwed it up. I mean, we'll get there. You know what, we'll worry about that one later. Morning, Jim.
Morning, Zach.
We got a We got a project to do.
Yeah, that's what you were saying before. What do you got in mind?
Well, we'll see what the boss man says here first. Hello. I'm thinking either we can disconnect these and drop them off first, or we can undo the whole row unit and we'll either get a cherry picker, well, because our crane isn't dependable enough.
Yeah.
Or we can hook a chain around the skid steer and lift. We'll get something to lift these off with individually, and then we can take these off. But the vacuum lines all stay. So back pressure. Left or right?
Oh, I don't know. Just a stub piece.
I think we gotta go up.
Over top.
Over top.
Yeah, I'm sure you probably do it.
Should I lower it?
Yeah, probably would help.
It'd be easier to work with.
Yeah.
Yeah, this goes in with the cameras. Okay. Now I'll just mount this up here for now. I already need to start a list of what I know we need and some questions that I have. Better start doing that now or I'll forget it all. I need a globe tower for the planter. I need to know if the yetter screen is going to be on the deer screen or the yetter screen, and something else. Bolt it there.
Off of that thing there. Right on that bolt there that's got this other. That would work pretty good. Well, that's the same.
That's the same one, so I'll just wind up 40 feet of this in here for now. So this is the power for the row cleaners, and it's got to go right to the battery. It's got the cable ends.
You have to go to here, I suppose, huh?
Yeah, well, on the 360 it actually came right off the battery and went up, followed everything underneath the cab.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go check on that control box in there and get that out of the other tractor. It's actually starting to rain out here now. I haven't seen rain here in 6 months. So we got the control box here for the yetter row cleaners that I'm gonna take off for now, but I'm hoping I can integrate this right into the John Deere monitors on that other tractor. But I don't know if I can do that or not. I will find out soon enough. He didn't answer, but I'll bet we're gonna need that. 'Cause I'll bet it'll run
We
the...
need this one for sure.
We need
And we need this one.
that one. And we've got the box to hook that one. So we're down to just this, but I think we're gonna need that for, because the solenoids have to switch power through that box. So they gotta get juice from somewhere. It's supposed to rain a lot more, isn't it? That's what I was thinking. It hasn't really started yet. Well, it says that the seed bin is empty, so it knows it's hooked to a planter. So that's good. Please confirm profile settings before beginning work. Never had a planter on this tractor yet. I'm gonna set it up later. We are planting corn. Controller rate. Okay. Working width 60 feet. It knows that. Okay. Now there's power to this box that controls whether we're in transport or fold mode. But I don't know if it's gonna know without that other one connected. It'll do it without that connected. Want to open that door and I'll back it out? I want to cycle everything through because sometimes the hydraulics just settle funny, and I want to make sure we've got things connected properly. I don't know off the top of my head exactly what that last battery supply, power supply controls, but we'll find out. I left that on the 8360, so I've got to either run to the dealer and get that cord off the tractor we traded in, or get a new one. Either way, we're going to need it. May as well get everything muddy now. The hell that did it in there? Transport. There we go. Look at that. We got a planter hooked up. We got some stops in the hydraulic cylinders in the back of the mainframe I forgot to take out. We got stops in the mainframe cylinders.
Oh, sure.
One-handed. Got the fans running. CCS motors running. Let's try the markers. We might have lost the hose. I don't have any control to the markers, but I'll bet that has to do with that electrical connection. Either way, all the fans and everything start up just fine. I feel pretty good about it. You wanna put the dually in there and we'll get it out of the way? And then I'll fold it up, we'll bring it back in. Apparently, Jim killed the dually over here. I don't know. That truck doesn't get driven much in the winter. I knew the battery was getting a little weak when I parked it there last week. It was nice to get everything water spotted and muddy, huh, Anna? Jim left me. I guess there's only one important thing left to do. Hey Chris, it's Zach. Can I get a turkey deluxe burger with onion rings? Don't you judge me.